You will never speak English. I remember when I was 14 years old, my English teacher back home in Paris delivered those words to me. She decided that I wasn't going to learn or speak English ever. She said, "Ricardo, you will never speak English." Now think about this. Have you ever had anyone around you decide to tell you something about what you could do or not when it comes to your dream or goals? What if we listen to those people? What if we decide that what they say was going to become a reality? How our life would be different. That's why you should never listen to people who tell you that you cannot do something. Because after 20 years plus of studying and learning about people, psychology or behavior, I learned that the reason some people might say things like that comes down to two reasons. One, they never had done something similar and they don't want you to do it neither. And it might be close friends or family, and hear me here for a second. Many of them say those things because they want to protect you. That's right. They don't want you to get hurt. But the challenge with that is there's no growing, there's no learning in life without breaking through some of the challenge or obstacle that we put in front of us. And yes, we do put those in front of us. How? Well, the moment you decide to create a big dream, a big goals in your life to achieve something, the moment you do that, you're going to create new challenges in front of you. You're going to have to learn new skills. You're going to have to overcome your fear. You're going to have to break through all the things that you create in your life. And some people call that risk. I call that growing, because there's no growing in life if you're sitting at home watching TV. There's no growing if you don't have a big dream. There's no growing if you just talk about something you want to do and you do nothing. Unless you stretch yourself, unless you become uncomfortable, unless you take action, nothing's going to happen. Now, the second kind of people who may say something like this, trying to stop you from achieving your goal, it's the people who tried before and failed. And now they create so much fear in their life that they don't want to do anymore because probably they get hurt. And maybe some jealousy, or maybe it's also a way to protect you, but they don't want you to achieve. They don't want you to be more. They don't want you to become more, because remember, they try, they fail, and they stop trying. So they want to protect you. And it doesn't work that way. You cannot let anybody limit you from the things you want to create in your life. You cannot do that. You have a dream, you have a goal, you have something you really want, you have to go there. You have to make it happen. It's on you. No one can stop you. No one can stop you from doing something, from creating the life you want, the body you want, the relationship you want, the business you want. No one can stop you unless you let them. Nobody can do that unless you let them. And if you decide to let them stop you, make sure you take responsibility for that. Because you don't want 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now say, you know what, the reason I didn't do this was because my spouse, my partner, my parents, my whatever told me that it wasn't a good idea. Because they don't know what we're capable of. They don't know our dreams. They don't know what we want in our life. If I had listened to my teacher when I was 14 years old, I probably would not be here. If I had listened to the people, my loved one, my very, very close loved one, when I was 22 years old, that I was coming to America, if I had listened to them, I would not be here. But that story will be for another time. Until then, have an outstanding life. Thank you.